Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. I'm here for a quick live. I see my sis. Hi, sis. Hi, Christoph. Hi, Boomer Babe. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Christoph. Hi, Irish Jazz. Hi, Selfie Queen. Um, I wanted to come talk to you about two different cases, but Lita Margarita, what three? Lita Margarita has now been charged, and they're saying these are new felony charges. They're not new felony charges. These are the charges that were brought back in May of 2024. And then the charges were dropped in 2025 because the prosecutor said that they didn't feel they had enough evidence. And the charges have been brought back. Hi, Stevie Lee. Good morning. Wisco Gal, good morning. Sarah motherfucking Z. Dorit. I called you back, Dorit. Uh, I wanted to know how you were doing. Angel of Goodness, good morning. DJ Mendingo, good morning. Gamecock Jenny, good morning. Your brother and sister-in-law is in the room with mom right now. Oh my God. Okay, Les. I wasn't gonna put that there, but thank you. I'll call you in a few. Good morning, Mod 148. Madi, good morning. Uriarga. Hi, Shyla. Hi, Simply Sophie. Good morning. Mob Rat Hunter. Good morning. They are from 2023. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Sweets and Beyond. I'll be listening, but won't be looking at the chat. Well, thank you, Sarah motherfucking Z, for gracing me with your presence. Good morning, 11. I enjoyed your live yesterday, E. I really did. My daughter hosted her first sleepover with two of her friends, and last night I'm looking around at how long it's going to take me to clean. Girl, that's why I like boys. um, let's see. That's why I like. Hi, Amber. Um, Anyway, it's been a hell of a night and a hell of a morning. But and I really wasn't gonna go live. And then I said, well, yeah, I promised I was gonna go live this morning. So I'm here. Stevie Lee, I'm doing this for you, girl. And I know you're gonna catch the replay. Um, Wendy, hi Wendy. Um, Good morning, Snuggle. So well, anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Hi, Chantel. Um, yeah, let's talk about Lita real quick. I pulled the article up, okay? It came on my phone last night. And let's just pull up this article. Um, let's look at these charges. Okay. Now, remember, she's paid some of this money, she's refunded some of this money back. Now, this is coming from a pavement company, from what I understand from reading this. Here are the charges. Okay. So, but they break it down here. Excuse me. They break it down. Look at these charges. So, what she's facing is one count of theft business setting between 10,000 and 100,000. Hi, Stevie Lee. I said I was going to be live this morning, so here I am, girl. They were doing a congas line through my house. She is not innocent in that baby's death. And that's one part of Brooks Live that I I enjoyed listening to what AI had to say. I keep telling you, when I was calling the jail, when I was calling the sheriff's office, they weren't giving up information. They kept saying that it's still under investigation. It's still under investigation. And when I heard them, no official autopsy has been released, they're still investigating. So she has 6 counts of wire fraud against a financial institution, 5 counts of forgery, 5 counts of forgery, uttering, which means that she altered documents, and then she has 7 counts of felony bail jumping. My question is, why is this bitch not locked under a jail? Why do we keep going back and forth to court? Why do we keep doing this? So we're going to go back up here. You see these charges. She refunded the truck insurance premium. So she had taken uh well, on December 22nd, they refunded 2506.40. So, oh, that was them refunding, not her. Okay. Then she has another 2454. Look at these amounts. These are small amounts. Pre-pass 4680. Capital One mobile payment $358. Pre-pass 450. Look at this shit. And this was all from a pavement company. The name of it is Mixed Tech, and they said they never authorized her to withdraw money or use the account owned by them. Hi, sassy nerd girl. Hey, Angel Chantal. Hey, E. Oh, you just talked. Hi, Dreamsicle. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know George is going live 1:30 my time. Um, this woman. So they said the registered agent for Proud American Logistics is listed as Lita Margarita. Lita is previous employee of Mixed Tech, but left the company on January 19, 2023, after being involved in an argument with management staff. Lita's role at Mixed Tech was to assist administratively. She had access to Mixed Tech's account information through her role as an employee and bank information printed on her paychecks. So she was a bookkeeper. So was she a bookkeeper? Let's see. According to the United States Department of Treasury, we know that Proud American is registered to Leah and Eric at that address, which they did not take the address out. I don't know if they still live at that address or not. Oh my God. So they said these charges were going into a Progressive insurance account and pre-pass account. So this was her account. Based on information provided by Progressive and pre-pass, the company using Mixed Tech's account to pay for policies was listed under accounts for Proud American Logistics LLC. She's a fucking thief, and I'm going to say allegedly a baby killer. That's what I'm going to say. Allegedly a baby killer. Her address is back to Creed Drive. Okay, so she's back on Creed Drive. So it's a total a little over 14,000. Okay, she's been charged with all of this. I'm still trying to figure out why isn't she under a jail? This woman has nothing but criminal history, and these are felony charges. Felony charges, 24 of them. And see, I hate when they said new, because it's not new. According to documents obtained by Sarcasm, all the new charges stem from Lita allegedly taking money from a pavement company she used to work for between November 2023 and February of 2024. Lita allegedly transferred more than 14,000 from the business without authorization. They said the charges were previously filed against Lita for these same transactions in May of 2024. The court dismissed the charges in May of 2025 after a motion filed by the prosecutors indicated they did not feel they had enough evidence to convict. So, undoubtedly, now they have enough evidence to convict the bitch. Okay. And I said the bitch. Yes, I did. I said the bitch. They have enough evidence to convict her. She needs to be sent to prison. She needs to be sent to prison. She needs to be sent to prison for fraud. She needs to go for unaliving her child, because when we first heard about it, I said it. That was blunt force trauma. I think she slammed that baby. I think she probably threw that baby. I don't want to hear anything else. It's 4:30 p.m. my time. Joyce needs to be on my time zone. Okay, see me leave. Um, who's been streaming? So Chantel, you have dizziness. I'm sorry to hear that. Yep, AI definitely confirmed it. But there will be more supporting all of it. Well, I hope not. I hope not. But okay, but here's the thing. I don't like the hate bonding shit. Okay. I really, really don't. But that's what people do. I don't like it. But that's your choice. I don't really care about that. But if this woman and you see it, there's evidence that she has committed these crimes. They refiled these charges. evidence. So now the prosecutors feel that they have enough evidence. The fact that she's being investigated, and yes, she's the only one that's being investigated for this baby's death. She was the only one at home with that child. I don't care how you want to cut it or slice it. If it was anybody else that committed a crime or baby just up and suddenly, had a swollen brain and a broken back, first thing you're going to say is that's the parents, except for she was the only one home. And I just had a feeling that she was going to try to blame it on her autistic son. She's a monster. And then, let me go back to this article. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it off the screen. Let's go back to this article one more time because there was something else in this article that I wanted to show. There was something else in this article I wanted to show. Oh, something happened at Dookie Chase last night. Okay, I got it. Okay, so let's look at this article. Let's go down here. It's right here. When she was arrested for slamming that dog or hitting it with the laptop, that's when she told them she was 6 months pregnant. You see this stuff about a kitchen knife was located. This is when Eric had said that she was trying to cut her wrist and all this stuff. Look at this smirk in this video. I mean, in this, oh my God, in this mugshot. Look at the smirk on her face. No, Eric wasn't there. Eric had already been locked up. Hi, Ann. Um, Adams County is the poorest county in the state and not the brightest people in charge. Yep, the High Pain, they are building that case against her. So I guess when the charges was dropped, we kept all figuring out why did they drop the charges? Why did they drop the charges? Well, prosecutors said they wasn't having enough evidence. So what did they do? They kept building. They kept getting more and more evidence. And that's what I think is going on with this baby. As of to date, there's been no official autopsy release. There's no official cause and manner of death. So I really do believe that she's not going to get away with this. And I know we keep saying, how is she getting away with this? How is she getting away with this? They are building an airtight case against this degenerate. She's written more books on Amazon. The bitch can't even spell right. Okay, remember she was a doctor. Remember that? She was a doctor. Kept lying about being a doctor. Oh my God. So anyway, I'm just like, and I had these documents about this dog somewhere, and I don't know where I put them at. My mind is just not here this morning. But and they said that Eric had neck and slammed it to the wall to restrain her. So this is Eric slamming her to the wall to restrain her. I have this document. I'm gonna have to find it. But I'm looking at this smug look on her face, bitch. And then yeah. And he's stupid. He's a cuck. He is a cuck. Okay? You take that woman back. Look at this. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead inside. She has no feelings for no one else. Yeah, check. I'm going to write a book too, Sassy. I'm going to write it in 2 days and put it on Amazon. Okay? I'm going to write a book. So, this is crazy. But the charges are now back. I hope this time that they get her, it sticks. I really, really, really do. Then I was looking at Susan Marfew. I was looking at that yesterday. You remember Barry Marfew, who said his wife went off and she rode a bike and she disappeared. It is sad. So Sophie, it is very, very sad. And she had disappeared. Come to find out that Susan she was battling cancer. She was planning on leaving him. When they went to search the house, they found the tranquilizer things in the dryer in the house. Well, good morning, Black Roses. I see you. I see you, but and let me just say again, guys, I'm sorry. I go into a chat, I'll speak to people that I see at that time. And then I normally be listening. I'm not always in chat. I'm listening. And yesterday, Black Roses asked me, do I see her? And I said, yeah, I see you. Well, I didn't see that she had spoke to me. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. Not at all. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. I mostly listen. And if I walk into a chat and I say, welcome in, hi, everybody. And unless I'm at the beginning of the chat when I go in and I see people and I say hi to, other than that, I'm listening. Hi, Brookie. Brooke, stay away from that AI shit, just like I told 11. Hi, Black Hat Music. Good morning. But anyway, I just she needs to be underneath the jail. One thing I did say, Brooke, I was so happy when AI broke that case down. So happy when AI broke that case down. And I had asked Amber Thursday, I think. I said, have anybody heard from Brooke? Because I haven't seen her around. And Amber said she was texting you. I said, well, she must be busy or something's going on because I hadn't seen you anywhere. But AI, if you guys missed it, I went back this morning, Brooke, to go back and listen, but you put it on private or was it members only? So I need to go listen to that AI part again. But she was saying the same thing that we said when this first happened. Blunt force trauma, in my opinion. She lost her temper. The baby was crying, and she either threw the baby or slammed the baby down. That is my opinion, and I haven't changed it. It was fun, but then it got creepy. Yeah, yep, yep. I can't do the creepy stuff at all. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. But and that has always been my opinion until the cops or the investigators say otherwise. That is what I believe. Oh, you got a new puppy? Black Cat, you had a complete. How are you doing? You're hurting. My grandmother had two hip replacements. Um, Oh my God. But I'm looking forward to Ann's live today. I'm gonna come in for a little bit. I'll be back and forth. And then I know that George is going live too. Um they both said Wisconsin is building a case on her. Yep, they are. They are. Brooke, if you think about it, I told you guys I was calling back during the summer. I think it was June or July. They kept telling me that they weren't releasing anything. The case is under investigation. And, people keep thinking that they were sweeping stuff under the rug. I just think they're building a case against her. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. Yeah, prayers for a speedy recovery. Oh, go have fun with your granddaughter, girl. Go have fun with your granddaughter. But anyway, I was talking with Barry Murphy. So, they found, so then they had filed charges against Barry. And then they had um dropped the charges. Sometimes they say nobody, no crime. Okay. His daughter stood by him. We knew he had a new girlfriend. Well, it was shown. And then her body was found. Her body was found in a barnyard. It's called a barnyard because this is where, they throw all the animal carcasses and stuff at. And the body was found. Um, they weren't even looking for. They weren't even looking for Susan Marfew. They found her body. So now the charges, they charged him again. Now the funny part was it was not funny. In the whole state of Colorado, besides an animal hospital or a veterinarian, the only person that has ever purchased this drug called this tranquilizer called BAM was Barry Marfew. Remember, they found tranquilizer, what do you call them, capsules in his home. I said then he shot her up. They found her bike thrown haphazardly aside the road. Okay, he killed his wife. He killed her. She was going to leave him. She was going to be with the ex-boyfriend from high school or college, wherever he was from. They were trying to say the DNA that was found in her car was from somebody, but no, she had a car washed or detailed. They tried to tie that guy to her missing. They did a deep search. They found out that he had detailed her car. Barry Morphew killed his wife. Killed his wife. No and ifs and buts about it. He's guilty as shit. So then, after the prosecutors dropped the charges, okay, he turns around and want to sue the prosecutor, not the state. Hi, George. He wants to sue the prosecutors. That's where you fucked up at. You're going to sue the prosecutor. For what? He was only doing his job. So now your ass is back in hot water. And those daughters of his that don't believe that he killed their mother, there's something wrong with you. That man killed your mother. Killed your mother. Okay? That's it. That's all. Killed your mother. Okay. Now I get it. You're going to stand by your daddy. Okay. I get it. That's your daddy. You love him. I wouldn't say my dad was innocent, but I'm gonna be next to my dad. Something must have happened. Something must have triggered him. Something. But no, she was leaving him. That's it. She was leaving. Your mother had cancer. Your daddy couldn't wait to see if she survived or not. He couldn't just let her walk away when he was having an affair as well. He couldn't just let her walk away. Hi, Brandy. I did not know you went live last night. I just got your channel. I'm going to subscribe and I'm going to go back and listen to your live. Okay. I didn't know you went live last night. I just found out about that, but congratulations on your live, girl. I saw that you had 883 views on that live. Hi, Franca. Good morning. Long time. Congratulations. So again, Barry Morphew. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Timothy Busfield. Okay. You know, Melissa Gilbert's husband, Little House on the Prairie. Let's see what Timothy has been up to, guys. So he went to court. Okay. He's in court, but then the daddy of the kids had some stuff to say too. So we're going to take a look at Timothy Busfield. He didn't get news. He really didn't get, but he turned himself in um, to New Mexico. They raided his home. Sarah Gilbert was there. Of course, she's standing by her man when, as I told you guys before, back in 1996, he paid $150,000 for the same allegations. He pulled a Michael Jackson, okay? Paid off his accuser, okay? When that first happened, no, wouldn't be paying off no accuser. Just like the guy from Seventh Heaven, is that the name of the show? The daddy who was messing with all these little girls? Yeah, right. Okay, let's look at Timothy Busfield real quick.
Child sex abuse against actor Timothy Busfield. This latest allegation comes as Busfield made his first court appearance today in Albuquerque for charges of sexual abuse against 2 children in New Mexico. NBC4's Ted Chen has been monitoring that hearing. He joins us live in the newsroom with the latest. Ted.
Annabelle, Timothy Busfield's scheduled court appearance today comes after he turned himself in to authorities in Albuquerque. He has adamantly denied allegations of sex.
He's adamantly denying these allegations that were made against him back in 1996. Now, this is a totally separate allegations, but in 1996, he paid an accuser $150,000. And he was married to Melissa Gilbert at that time as well. And that's something, my. He was married to her at that time as well. So just pay off your accusers. That's all you have to do.
Sexual misconduct.
I'm going to confront these lies. They're horrible.
So this is him before he turns himself in. He did a video. He's going to confront the lies.
Turning himself in to New Mexico authorities and appearing in court, Timothy Busfield told TMZ.
These lies. They're horrible.
Before turning himself in to New Mexico authorities and appearing in court, Timothy Busfield told TMZ he was innocent of charges he had inappropriately touched two child actors on the television series The Cleaning Lady, in which he was both an actor and director.
They're all lies, and I did not do anything to those little boys.
Of course you did.
And I'm going to fight it.
According to court documents obtained by NBC News, the child actors told their therapist when they were 11 years old about inappropriate contact from Busfield on set, who they referred to as Uncle Tim, and that it began when they were 7 years old, according to the affidavit. One of the boys alleged Busfield touched both his genitalia and bottom. The affidavit alleges the behavior went on for almost 2 years. Legal analyst Roy...
He was touching him so he can move him in the right spot, I guess. He had to touch his genitalia to get him to stand in the right spot for a better camera angle. Let's see if that'll fly, okay? Let's see if that flies. You are a predator. You are yes, I'm saying it. You're a predator. You're a predator. I will always believe the victim. You're a predator.
On the challenges prosecutors face.
First, you look at delay. Was there an extreme delay in reporting? Secondly, have the stories the kids have been telling been consistent from month to month, year to year? And finally, is there a motivation? Was there a feud? Are they looking for a payday? All of these things have to be sorted out.
Busfield's lawyer says his client did nothing wrong. Busfield's wife, actress Melissa Gilbert, told NBC News she stands with and supports her husband.
Of course she does.
And I'm going to be exonerated. I know I am, because this is all so wrong.
It is wrong.
In court documents filed today, prosecutors also...
Okay, Timothy, could you answer one thing? You were accused of sexual misconduct in 1996. If you were innocent in 1996, and if you did nothing wrong, why did you pay that accuser $150,000? Can you explain that to me? Could you just come forward and explain to us, why did you pay them $150,000? That's all I want to know.
Alleged that Busfield inappropriately touched and kissed a 16-year-old girl several years ago at an audition in Sacramento. Busfield's lawyer has not yet responded to our request for comment on that allegation. Live in the newsroom, I'm Ted Chen, NBC4 News.
Hi, Ted Chen. Right. So let's look at what the daddy had to say. Okay, we don't want to hear. Let's see what the daddy had to say of the victims.
Of a woman claiming she was sexually abused by actor Timothy Busfield when she was just 16 is speaking out to Inside Edition. He tells Ann Mercogliano he trusted Busfield, letting his daughter work.
So this is the sexual abuse thing. I think this is 1996, where he paid $150,000. I'm more disappointed in Melissa, a mother, and Stan. Exactly. It's becoming more and more obvious that Hollywood is just full of, what they called it. Well, they call it, what is it? Hollywood. Hollywood is what they call it.
With him at the Children's Theater Busfield founded.
Today, I spoke to the father of an alleged victim of actor Timothy Busfield as he faces child sex abuse charges.
You've had harsh words for Timothy Busfield.
He's a serial pedophile predator.
Thank you.
Dad Colin Swift says
Thank you. I called him a predator. I hadn't seen this one yet. This is from Inside. I said he is a predator. That's what he is.
The Busfield attacked his daughter in 2001 when she was a 16-year-old intern at Sacramento's B Street Theater, founded by 16-year-old intern at Sacramento's B. Swift says Timothy Busfield attacked his daughter in 2001 when she was a 16-year-old.
So this is 2001. This is not the case that was in 1996. He was accused in 1996 of the same thing, and he paid that person off. This is 2001. He is a predator. He is a predator. Get out of here. Hi, KK. KK, I started listening to your live, and then my sister called me, I'm going to finish it out. I didn't listen to it all, but I was out last night, so I will listen to it. Okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't in chat. And just because I'm not in chat, well, if I say I replay, I replay. But I'm going to replay your live.
Intern at Sacramento's B Street Theater, founded by Timothy Busfield.
My daughter was accepted into the B Street Theater internship program, and that was a big deal in those days. You got to perform in front of, an Emmy award-winning actor, Tim Busfield.
He says about 4 months into her internship, Busfield asked his daughter to clean his office.
She climbed a little ladder, and Tim was below her looking up. She told me she was pulled down. He spun her around. It was reported that he kissed her. It wasn't a kiss. It was a violation.
He says Busfield aggressively touched his daughter all over. The dad tells me that his daughter pushed Busfield away and screamed, and that Busfield told her to be quiet or people would hear her.
When you confronted Timothy Busfield, what happened?
Tim began to cry. He started talking to me about how he was remorseful. Tim begged me not to go to the police.
He says Busfield promised to seek therapy. The dad, who's a therapist himself, says he agreed.
He looks
a
like
decision
Andy. Hold
he
on.
now regrets.
Hold on. Am I crazy? Chantel, Sophie, doesn't he look like Andy? He looks like Andy, Lori's ex-husband, who Jen thinks is Lori's father.
You didn't go to the police.
No, I did not. This is why I feel so guilty.
You should have.
He decided to break his silence after.
I'm sorry. I don't care. You touch one of my kids, I'm going to touch you. There is nothing that's going to keep me from going to the police. What is wrong with you people? What the hell? What the hell is wrong with you people? Yeah, he's better looking than Andy, but this man touched your 16-year-old daughter. How much did he pay you? Did he pay you too? Get out of here.
Busfield's arrest in Albuquerque for allegedly engaging in unlawful sexual conduct with twin brothers on the set of the TV show The Cleaning Lady.
My gut twisted. My heart was broken.
Busfield's attorney says the father's allegations about his daughter were never proved, and they're 25 years old. Busfield also denies the charges in his criminal case.
This man needs to go down. He is a bad apple.
Busfield is due in court for a hearing next Tuesday.
I'm just, oh my God. Oh my God. You didn't report him to the police. He was crying because he was remorseful. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. His representatives have dropped him. His management team has dropped him. Okay. Let me let you listen to this one real quick. They dropped him. And like I said, this didn't just start. He's been a predator. He's been a predator. Here we go.
Started 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Prosecutors say the pattern was there the whole time, or is his arrest a part of a larger revenge plot? Hi, I'm Jackson Buhai with TMZ, and today we are talking about actor and director Timothy Busfield. Now, on January 9th, that's when everything changed for the actor known for his roles in The West Wing, Billions, and Field of Dreams. Now, authorities in New Mexico filed criminal charges claiming Busfield sexually abused young boys on the set of The Cleaning Lady, a show he was directing 4 years ago back in 2022. Now, according to charging documents obtained by TMZ, prosecutors allege Busfield inappropriately touched two child actors, both brothers, who were just 7 and 8 years old at the time of the alleged incident. Now, court papers claim one of the boys told investigators Busfield touched him inappropriately multiple times between takes while he was lying on a bed on set. Now, the filing states the alleged victim said this happened 5 or 6 times when he was 7 and continued when he turned 8. Now, prosecutors say the second boy, the twin brother, independently came forward with similar claims of unwanted touching. According to the documents, medical records show one child was diagnosed with PTSD and anxiety, The filing detailed behavioral changes, including nightmares, bedwetting, withdrawal, and fear.
What does that tell you? Trauma. Trauma to these young boys.
Now, Albuquerque police told us they launched their investigation in November of 2024, and by January 9th, an arrest warrant had been issued. But here's where things get interesting. Busfield wasn't even in New Mexico, alright? He wasn't even close. And federal authorities got involved really quickly. The U.S. Marshal Service joined Albuquerque police in tracking Busfield's movements across state lines. On January 14th, Busfield turned himself into authority. The entertainment industry was already distancing itself. Now, NBC made the first move, pulling an upcoming Law & Order SVU episode featuring Busfield in his role as a judge. Now, a source confirmed to TMZ the episode titled Corrosive was shelved indefinitely. Now, Warner Bros. Television, which produced The Cleaning Lady, released a statement to TMZ saying, quote, "The health and safety of our cast and crew is always our top priority, especially the safety of minors on our productions." Now, his wife, actress Melissa Gilbert, who you may recognize as Laura Ingalls from Little House on the Prairie, deleted her entire Instagram account as the news broke. Now, according to Deadline's reporting, Innovative Artists, the talent agency that had represented Busfield for years, dropped him on January 15th. Now, Busfield appeared in court wearing an orange jumpsuit and shackles. Now, the judge ordered him to be held without bond. He's facing 3 felony counts, 2 counts of criminal sexual conduct with a minor, and 1 count of child abuse. Now, a civil attorney, Larry Stein, told TMZ there could be a revenge motive at play. Stein pointed to statements in the criminal complaint suggesting the mother of the 2 boys allegedly told people on set she wanted revenge after her sons were cut from the final season of the show.
Okay,
now,
see,
according to Stein,
all right, let me just stop that. Let me just stop this. You want revenge. Hi, Lisa. You want revenge. You're going to use your sons to put allegations against a man who's also been accused of this in 2021 and in 1996. Hi, Daddy. No, not revenge. No, he did it. Sorry, point blank, period. He molested those little boys. Bullshit. Don't come with that. Undoubtedly, a judge seems deemed that he did it. He held him without bail. He's going to sit in that New Mexico prison jail in Albuquerque. No. I hate this shit.
Warner Brothers conducted an independent investigation using an outside law firm, and he claims they interviewed roughly a dozen people and concluded the evidence didn't support the allegations. Now, what I think is the most interesting part of the story is the video that Busfield took right before he turned himself in. Watch this.
Hi, everybody. It's Tim.
It's Tim.
I'm sure most of you know that are watching this that I was ordered to come to Albuquerque. I'm here now. I got the call Friday night. I had to get a lawyer. Saturday, I got in a car and drove 2,000 miles to Albuquerque.
Oh!
I'm going to confront these lies.
Wait a minute. He drove 2,000 miles. Poor you. So sorry. Why didn't you just take a flight? Why? You didn't want the news people to see you? Oh, so sorry.
They're horrible. They're all lies.
No, they're
not. I did not do anything to those little boys.
Yes, you did.
And I'm going to fight
it.
I'm going to fight it with a great team. And I'm going to be exonerated. I know I am, because this is all so wrong.
I wasn't paying attention to him. I was thinking about
So hang in there, and hopefully I'm out real soon, and back to work. And
you won't be back to work
for supporting me. Thank you.
Nobody's supporting you. I'm not. Your wife is. I'm not. I believe that you are a pedo predator. 1996. Found that out. 2021 just found that out this morning. And now you did this to those 2 young boys. You are a predator on children, male and female. You are a predator. That's what you are, a predator.
But on January 14th, prosecutors filed new documents revealing a third allegation, but this one goes back 25 years, and according to the court filings obtained by us, a man came forward claiming Busfield sexually abused his daughter back in 2001.
Okay, that's the 2001, we just heard about that one.
Old. The alleged incident occurred
so
at B Street.
We just heard about that one, that's when I found out, but I knew about the one in 1996. So let me just drop this link for you guys, you can go back and finish watching it. I'm just done. He's a predator. He's a predator, period. Now, we're just hearing about just three, okay? 96, 2001, and this one. What about the other ones? I'm sure there's more. I am sure there's more. But, you know, they're all going to start coming out the woodworks. And one more thing we want to talk about, I want to talk about Dr. Michael McKee, okay? When all of this started happening with the murders with Maureen and her husband, Spencer Tippie, okay? I thought it was an ex-girlfriend of the doctor's, and we heard on TikTok they were talking about the ex-husband. And I said, the fact that he shot this man multiple times and he only shot her once. Now we're finding out that the grand jury has indicted him for 2 counts of murder, and they're saying that he used a muffler, which is a silencer, is what they're saying. He had been stalking her. They're believing that due to a clerical error on their divorce, when the date was put on there, they probably entered something on a wrong divorce case in June of 2025. They think that's what triggered him. No, what triggered him is the fact that he didn't have her anymore. She had a happy life with a new husband. She had 2 beautiful kids. She was living her best life. She left him, a surgeon, to go be with an oral surgeon who I'm sure he thought the dentist was beneath him. This man was stalking her. He had premeditated this crime. Then we find out that the gun that was used in these killings was traced back to him, and they found ammunition at his house that matched the casings that were left at the crime scene. You are such a great killer. I don't think he was trying to hide. I don't think he was trying to hide. He got his revenge. He was feeling good about himself. He finally took her out. He finally wiped that smile off her face. He took pleasure in this. And when they were saying, well, the gunshot, would have woken up the kids, it would have woke up the neighbors too. We see how close these houses were together. You see how close these houses are together. And they would have been calling 911 if they heard gunshots in that neighborhood. He did. I do believe he used a silencer. So he had a malpractice suit as well. Look how close these houses are together. You mean to tell me if he would have shot them, nobody would have heard it? Hi, DVS. Me, girl, Lisa, I do the same thing. Can I ask you guys a question? When was the last time we actually saw a heavy set ankle person, besides being out in the field, actually in the studio? Now, his ex-girlfriend said that he had threatened her with a gun as well. This man is psycho. Carlos just sent me a message. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I thought I was sharing this with you guys. I am so sorry. Hold on. I was answering Carlos. Hold on a second. I am so sorry. I thought I was sharing this. Okay, let's go back.
Be a fake address. It was an address that doesn't exist.
A search for a doctor now accused in connection with a high-profile double murder right here in Columbus. All of it months before police say he shot and killed his ex-wife and her new husband. It's exclusive information we're uncovering tonight. We're talking nearly a dozen failed attempts to serve surgeon Michael McKee with a malpractice lawsuit out of Nevada. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Rodney Dunnigan.
And I'm Isabel Hinson. The attorney who filed that lawsuit says recent attempts led to fake addresses, questionable state-issued phone numbers, and claims that Dr. McKee had just disappeared. Investigator Lisa Rontola joins us live in studio to break down her findings. Lisa?
Well, months before, police say vascular surgeon Michael McKee killed his ex-wife and her new husband in their Wineland Park home. He was added to a malpractice lawsuit out of Nevada. The lawyer who filed that suit says the normal process to serve Dr. McKee with that suit became very abnormal. In this
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I was listening to Carlos left me a message. It appears that Maureen dog walked Housewives of Margaritaville last night. So I need to go listen to that. I got to go listen to that.
Interview. Las Vegas lawyer Dan Laird tells me Dr. McKee seemed to have vanished.
Matter of fact,
months before walking into a Chicago area courtroom this week, arrested for the Columbus murders of his ex-wife and her new husband. How serious can these cases be?
They can be very serious.
Vascular surgeon Michael McKee was added to a malpractice lawsuit out of Las Vegas, which claims he failed to train a physician's assistant who injured a patient. Las Vegas Surgical Associates LLP in 2023. Las Vegas lawyer Dan Laird filed the case.
Some physicians who are sued for the first time take it very personally and heavily, and it can be devastating.
But Laird can't say how Dr. McKee responded. Since September of last year, McKee was unable to be found. Dr. McKee almost really became a phantom, a ghost, if you will.
That's what it seemed like.
In this declaration of due diligence filed with Nevada's Clark County District Court, Laird's process server lists at least 9 times of trying to track down Dr. McKee. He said McKee's address provided by the medical group doesn't exist.
There is no such street. There is no such address.
McKee's phone number listed with the Nevada Medical Board led to a fax tone from a fax machine. In October, Laird's team reached out to the other surgeons listed in the case, McKee's former colleagues, for the vascular surgeon's current contact. What did Dr. Caravella say?
He said he has no idea where Dr. Michael McKee is now, said he just disappeared.
don't they leave some sort of contact?
Got it.
So they tend to be highly responsible people. They're not the kind of people who just disappear suddenly. And this was very surprising to us.
With more dead ends on social media like Facebook and LinkedIn, Laird tracked McKee to Rockford, Illinois in November.
Ooh,
repeated phone calls were not answered or returned. He did not know McKee's ex-wife Monique Tepe and her new husband Spencer were shot and killed in their Columbus home in December. And McKee was charged in both murders this month. I told him
Sarah,
that this week.
Shocking. If you listed out the people who would likely be to be accused of committing a double homicide, a fully trained vascular surgeon would be at the bottom of my list.
Bottom of the list. Yeah. So Michael McKee, again, we're finding out all kind of stuff about this man. Okay. Definitely finding all kind of stuff about this man. And I'm going to listen to what happened last night with Maureen on Suge's panel. And I know Suge doesn't strike, so I'm going to take this down. I'm going to say fair use. Carlos just sent me that message. Let me pull this up. Let's see. Here we go. This is Michael Saccio's podcast, and this is Maureen Mo on panel. So,
I'm not even allowed in there.
I don't know. I don't go on
Reddit. I have a lifetime fucking. I can't.
I don't know. I don't go on Reddit. I really don't know.
They talk about us in there a lot, Maureen. I'm telling you, they do.
Well, what I don't know doesn't hurt me. So.
Oh
my
God.
I'm gonna jump down. She's not allowed here.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. I missed
Have
it.
a nice night.
Hold on. Let me go back.
You too. Goodbye.
Hold on.
There you go, Lisa. You fucking doxed. You're doxed. There you go, sweetheart. You're a fucking little rap to the fucking stand-up guy show.
So
that's it.
Let her go on. Let her go over to the woman's community. Talk all her fucking shit.
Go on Reddit.
Flip-flop. Do all that fucking bullshit. Stay the fuck out of this fucking chat.
Do they got my name in that fucking Reddit these days? I'm not even allowed in there.
I don't know. I don't go on Reddit.
Lifetime.
Dog walker.
I don't know. I don't go on.
523.
Oh, so flow. I think she was infatuated with him. He's a fucking scumbag, and now but she's come to the realization that he's a scumbag. She knows that now. She knows that.
I can't.
Lisa, you do know he's a scumbag, right?
Of course I know that. Okay, wait. First of all, let me start at the beginning and shut his.
Okay, is that Lisa? Is that the Real Housewives of Margaritaville right
Why
here?
do you hate him so much? What happened? Tell me what happened.
Because he's lying, and I don't even know this scumbag. I don't even know anything about him. Like, I don't even want to be in the same area as him.
Is that Real Housewives of Margaritaville?
First, okay, let me explain this.
Hello, Maureen Elizabeth.
Oh, there's
I'm
Maureen.
sorry. I don't mean to sound heated.
Let me
just say this.
Can I interrupt for a minute, please?
I'm not drunk.
You.
Hold on, Lisa. 1 second, Lisa. Hold on.
Listen.
Go ahead, Maureen.
This is the most racist piece of shit motherfucking scumbag I've ever come across. Get her off your fucking panel.
Who, Lisa? Lisa?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Get her off the fucking panel. This is my fucking home. You don't belong here.
Oh, shit.
Go away.
Damn.
Damn.
What do you got to say?
I have no idea.
Can you give us a breakdown of her, please, Maureen?
I don't know anything about her, but she's gone. You're gone.
The only breakdown I can give you is my experience with her, and I haven't paid attention to her fucking since. I was on panel one night with 4 beautiful black women. And she tried to roast them and tried to discuss them out. And then she had a little racist thing to fucking say at the end.
I saw that.
Yes.
Yep.
That's fucking her.
Oh.
Really?
And Eric's the scumbag, right?
Marie? That's Lisa Marie?
That's Lisa Marie. That's Margaritaville. She's a fucking piece of shit. This is my fucking home, and she's not fucking welcome here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maureen.
Point blank fucking period.
There you go, sweetheart. You're a fucking
that
little
lying?
rap to the fucking
Nope.
stand-up guy
He
show. That's
upset
it.
Let her go
Breezy.
on. Let her go
XO.
over to the woman's
He
community,
upset
talk all her fucking
Daniel,
shit,
Go on
Dan.
flip
Reddit.
flop, do
Yes.
all that
Seen
fucking
Reddit.
bullshit. Stay the
And
fuck out of
Maureen
this
was on my
fucking
panel.
chat.
Hi,
Do
Raditha.
they
Good
got my name
morning.
in that fucking Reddit these days? I'm not even
Maureen was
allowed
on
in
my
there.
panel that
I
night.
I
have
don't
a
know. I
life.
don't
They
go
told
on
me I have a
Reddit.
lifetime.
Well, that afternoon.
I can't go.
I don't know.
So she's not
I don't
lying.
go on Reddit. I really don't know.
They talk
But
about us in there a lot, Maureen. I'm telling you, they do.
well,
Damn, Maureen.
what I don't know
Let's
doesn't
go
hurt
back
me.
and
So
hold on. I need to go
Oh,
all
back
right,
and hit.
God.
Damn,
I'm gonna jump
Maureen.
down. She's not allowed here.
All right, take care, sweetheart. Have a nice night.
You
Damn,
too. Goodbye.
Maureen.
There you go, Lisa. You fucking doxed.
He came out
You're doxed.
swinging. And
That's
I
when somebody
understand
called her
that
out for
they
being in
put her in the
Sofos, and I said,
bathroom, and
"Well, I don't like
what
her
they
either.
call
She's
the
a drunk."
bathroom is when Suge blocked her.
Lisa?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Get her off the fucking panel. This is my fucking home. You don't belong here. Go away. Damn.
What do you got to say?
I have no idea.
Can you
who
give us
she
a
is.
breakdown
She's
of her,
no
please,
fucking-
Maureen?
I don't know anything about her, but she's gone. You're gone.
The only breakdown I can give you is my experience with her, and I haven't paid attention to her fucking since. I was on panel one night with 4 beautiful black women, and she tried to roast them and tried to discuss them out, and then she had a little racist thing to fucking say at the
I
end.
saw that.
Yes, that's fucking her.
Oh.
Really?
And Eric's the
That was
scumbag,
Lisa
right?
Marie? That's
Oh,
Lisa
that's Eric
Marie?
Ross. Okay.
That's Lisa Marie. That's Margaritaville. She's a fucking piece of shit. This is my fucking home,
Damn.
and she's not fucking welcome here.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Point
Maureen.
blank fucking period.
There you go, sweetheart. You're a fucking little rap to the fucking stand-up guy show.
So
That's it.
let her go on. Let her go over to the woman's community. Talk all her fucking shit.
Go on
Flip
Reddit.
flop.
Fucking
Do
put
all
me
that
in the
fucking
Reddit.
bullshit. Stay the fuck out of this fucking chat.
Do they got my name in that fucking Reddit?
Damn. Okay. That's what Maureen had to say to her. Okay. Wow. Should have let her explain herself. Mob Rats, I guess you didn't see that live when she was on my panel that day, did you? And I had a personal conversation with her on IG, and I told her how she came across. So, yes, I did. I had a personal conversation with her after that and told her how she came across. How are you doing, Mob Rats? I definitely did. I had a personal conversation with her and told her how she came across. And then she changed her name to, what was it, blonde hair? I forgot what the other name was. And I was like, okay, so nothing. And then she says, well, I have a black son. No, you have a mixed son. Unless your son or mixed child, unless that child has a different mother and she's black, well, then he's black. But if you have a child with a black man, that child is mixed. People make mistakes. Okay. She's messy. Yeah. But anyway, I got that message from Carlos and I'm sitting there going, what the hell happened? So all kind of things went on last night, but I just got one more thing and then I got to get out of here. I really do. I need to call my sister. I have one more thing that I want to show you guys and then I'm going to go. This one really, really hard. And hold on. Let's do this. This is a trigger warning. Oh, it's her step kid. Okay, thank you. I didn't know. I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea if it's a step kid or not. So, yeah.
The father of a woman claiming she was sexually...
She says, God damn it, I didn't want to do that. So that's what she means when she says she has a black kid. Okay.
Graphic new accusations were today against the boy's mother, Kim Cole, and his stepdad, George Cole Jr.
And tonight we know George Cole attempted to hang himself in his jail cell after hearing those charges in court.
News 4's Adria Goins was there as he was rushed to the hospital. She's also hearing from rescuers about how the boy stayed hidden for so long.
George Cole Jr. was rushed from the Caddo County Detention Center Monday afternoon after he attempted to hang himself inside his cell. We know that he is now in a hospital receiving treatment. An ambulance with sirens blaring seen leaving the Caddo County Detention Center, allegedly carrying George Cole Jr. to an area hospital moments earlier. He went before a judge, hearing his 14 charges, including child abuse and neglect. Bond set at $2.5 million. Investigators say Cole used a taser, cattle probe, and nightstick to beat the boy. He's also accused of zip tying and handcuffing the child in their home. Right? Kim Cole also faces many of the same charges for abuse, as well as 2 counts of crimes against nature. She allegedly forced.
So she has 2 counts of crimes against nature. What the fuck?
Her children to watch porn. Documents say both parents forced the boy to eat hot sauce as a punishment. The 2 were arrested days after they reported Cole's son missing in Chickasha.
He's built to survive. He's a survivor.
These 3 men, part of the United Cajun Navy, found the boy Sunday missing for 10 days.
Nobody could find him. He didn't want to be found.
They found him after 3 hours of searching, focusing on an area near his family's land, already searched twice by law enforcement.
He had shelter. We were kind of shocked because we just turned around and he was there in the open. So not what we were expecting, but we're glad it happened.
The team describing how the boy managed to stay undetected and fed for more than a week.
He was coming out of his hidey hole at night and refilling the 1 water bottle he had and kind of just scavenging around. There was like some hiking food, MRE type stuff that he had gotten into.
The rescuers bringing him to the hotel, doubling as a makeshift headquarters to get checked out before he was taken to the hospital. Adria Goins, Oklahoma's News 4.
We are thankful for those rescuers. George Cole Jr., who is still in the hospital, is expected to be back in court
multiple
in April.
times. From reports from different people, they have been at that house multiple times. Here's one more case I want to show you because you know how I feel about children and the abuse that they receive. There's another case where CPS has been called out multiple times. This child died. Okay? This child died.
Of abuse and neglect at an East Charlotte home before a child's horrific death there last month.
Investigative reporter Naomi Coles obtained records showing this home was well known to officials, yet no one stepped in to remove the children.
No one.
No child's story should begin at a funeral home. But for Dominique Moody, that's where you'll now find her most outspoken advocates.
We know that this little one struggled to survive.
J. Vernon Peterson is Dominique's distant relative and runs Unity Funeral Services in Fayetteville. He didn't know of Dominique's existence until family reached out asking him to help in her death.
When I read how she passed away, I was incensed.
Graphic and horrific new details just released in court.
The 6-year-old died in this East Charlotte home, since burned in a fire.
Look at this. Look.
On December 16th. Investigators have charged 3 women in the home, including Dominique's guardian, and accused them of keeping the child bound in tape in a dog cage, withholding food, beating her, and leaving her to sleep with dog feces, rats, and roaches on the floor. Court records say her body was covered in old and new scars and injuries, and she was 27 pounds, 13 pounds below the minimum acceptable weight for a child who was about to turn 7 years old.
In my line of work, you
hear that, right?
You swallow it and keep moving. This is something that you just can't swallow.
For 3 men who see death every day, Dominique Moody's broke them.
I have to be the one to take the body into the freezer, and when I looked into the bag, I couldn't handle it. I just broke down and started crying.
Until now, the Mecklenburg County Department of Social Services has refused to comment on whether they had been involved at this home, citing child privacy laws. But I've now obtained this juvenile court record, typically sealed off to public eye. It's filed by DSS social workers. In it, they admit to 5 investigations opened at Dominique's home in the years before her death. The agency closed each of them, saying there wasn't enough evidence to substantiate abuse and neglect.
This is evidence of a system failure The system has blood on its hands.
Those closed investigations are undated in the record that I have. But the man who embalmed Dominique's body believes her scars and injuries date back years.
My professional opinion is they're as old as she is. Some of those markings have healed over and scar tissue, things like that, at least 4 or 5 years at bare minimum.
Do you believe that this child should have been removed from this home long ago?
Absolutely.
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 Without question. You protected yourself, but you've not protected the children that you had a commitment to take care of.
My chocolate drop, my twin.
I found Dominique's biological mother, Ikea McKnight, who court records say signed custody over to Tanya McKnight 5 years ago, who was a relative charged in her death.
So you wait a minute. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You signed custody over to your child, but you're calling her your twin. Girl, I have no fucking sympathy for you at all.
Ago, who was a relative charged in her death. Did you ever call police about the children?
Yes, I have.
I have the proof. Through a Freedom of Information Act request, I obtained records showing Charlotte police were called to this address nearly 50 times since 2020. Domestic disturbances, custody escorts, assaults, and at one point looking for a young man who lived there who was wanted for murder. In those records, I found at least 3 calls that appear to be from family members, asking dispatchers for wellness checks because they were worried for the kids. In one case, the record says the biological mother was trying to get the kids back.
My baby needs justice. Should no child have to get put into the system?
Why did you
have
give
to
your
worry
child
about who's going to properly take care of them?
Let's not have Dominique go away in vain. That because of her, we're having this conversation.
Oh my God.
Because of her, somebody else is going to be saved.
The photos you've seen of Dominique throughout the story show her as a baby, the last time her biological mother says she saw her alive. I have been shown photos of Dominique, taken by someone inside this home about 4.5 months before her death. They are graphic and they are horrible. The best way I can describe them is that I've only seen children look like that in photos from areas ravaged by war or famine.
Oh my God.
Not in a home on Charlotte's east side, in a county filled with resources, and at an address well known to authorities who are responsible for her safety. Reporting in Mecklenburg County, Naomi Coles, WBTV, on your side.
Okay. Yeah, this story just tore me up. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Georgia Be Live. I don't know who's going. It all pisses me off when I see stories like this. I really, really do. Because I know what we do for our kids, our family. We're there to protect those kids, period. When my sons would go overseas, and even my sister, she would take her grandkids when her daughter had to go overseas. She's there. My mother did the same thing. She took her grandkids in. You protect your children. So when I hear about somebody leaving their kids to be with a man, there's no man, no woman that's going to come between me and my kids or my grandkids. None. You're there to protect your children. Protect them. And we see too many of these cases these days, and everybody talks about stranger danger, stranger danger. Most of these cases that I cover lately have been within the home. Kids are being abused within their own home. Just like that little boy that died in that car at that casino. He died of, what was it? Asphyxiation from the car running all night. The family knew that they were living inside of this minivan. The grandmother, the mother, the kids, they want to get on TV. They want to cry. They want to do this. But where were you? You can't tell me you can't have your family come there when it's that cold. Even if you have to let them sleep on the floor or the sofa, at least they will be within a home. You knew this, but then people raise money. Mama go gets her hair redone, gets her nails done. Get the fuck out of here. Then the city is providing housing Stop it. You knew they needed help. They needed help. Just like that woman. Oh my God. And then the daddy gets up there and he's all upset because she wanted him to call his family so the kids can come stay there. Excuse me, those were your kids. Why didn't you go get your kids? You had to work. You had to do this. But then after all said and done, funerals paid. You're out. She's out shopping. He's out giving his girlfriend the best. What was it? Valentine's Day? But your son was covered in lice. Lice. Get the fuck out of here. These are kids. Kids. All of these family members want to come out the woodworks. Where were you when that? I have no words. I have no words. Anyway, guys, you guys have a great day. I really appreciate all of you guys being here, and I would definitely talk to you guys later. Bye.